Hi guys, TwinklePhoenix here, and welcome back to Seduce Me the Demon War. We're back on Eric's route to where last we left off. Our wonderful tutor, Shadow, requested us to scare Diana. Please let Sidro be out of the room. Please let Sidro be out of the room. Please let Sidro be out of the room. Please don't let Sidro ever find out we did this. Okay, so we got a choice to scare our dear wonderful succubus. The choice is messing with the lights or messing with her shadow. Now, seeing as we're learning shadow magic from a shadow demon, we better use the shadows. It seemed like the most simple plan, so I decided to go with it. I quickly rushed in and hugged the wall next to Diana's shadow. With a closer view, the shadow seemed almost as detailed as the real person. Every strand of hair a pigment of darkness. Ooh, it was kind of cool, the more said, but I had a job to do. I focused on her head, noting the horns protruding from it. The shadow made it look like she had ears. Fairly cute, which do, they actually look like dragon ears. Maybe that could do something. I raised the hand and ran my fingers along the horns of the shadow, hoping to grasp it somehow. I said grasp the horn somehow, not cause that. Suddenly, I shot my head to Diana as she released a moan. She bent over the table, gripping the horn I caressed via shadow, with a slightly shaky hand. What the hell? Did I do that? Oh yes, we definitely did that. Diana looked around, her face as red as a tomato. Were her horns a weakness? I grazed my fingers along her shadow again, over her other horn, out of curiosity. I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to read this as against or again. Because there's like an ST here and I'm not really sure if that's meant to be there. Diana gripped her other horn and bent over further, hiding her horns in our shadow. Damn! However, I became mildly excited. I could touch her without touching her. That makes sense. That makes no sense, but it was working. I can only guess that this was the power of shadow demons. Something tells me Diana is fully aware we're here. That face tells me so much. Please don't hurt me. Diana stood up straight, taking in a breath before letting out a sigh. Oh gosh darn it, no.
Dear, I know you're there.
It was Shadow's fault. Shadow told me to do it. It was him. What the hell? How did she know? It was him. As Shadow switched to the real world, I felt my body force itself back as well, like it ran out of energy. I finally felt warmth consume my body, making me feel dizzy and lightheaded. What?
She's done quite well. She went into the shadow plane without much hesitation.
I see.
I naturally hugged the wall, feeling the after effects of the trance that danced through my body like rippling waves of wind. It felt so strange. I knew I still had a lot of energy, but I wasn't able to stay in the shadow plane for long.
I'm surprised she managed to stay there for as long as she did. I expected her to phase out before we came here.
Uh-oh. Diana's face. Uh-oh. It was him. Remember? It was him. Keep that in mind. Don't go for me. It was him. He's the teacher. Teacher takes responsibility for the group.
To do what, exactly?
Apparently harass you. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell Sidro. Shadow stared at Diana blankly before turning towards the door and walking out. Hey, can he do that? Is he allowed to do that?
Come. We have more work to do, human.
Also, I have a name. The irritated look on Diana's face looked semi-hilarious. I shook my head and ran after Shadow, pumped to learn more. You could at least say, I'm so sorry. Main character, you get your butt back in here and apologize. You can't just... I'm sorry if it's anything, Di. I mean, Isaiah. How did I do all of that?
Curious, are you?
I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't. Well, yeah, I'm a student after all. I want to know. As we walked back to the library, Shadow looked at me and gave a slight smirk.
You are quite interesting for a human.
Are you ever going to say my name? I felt a bit flattered and ran my hand behind my neck, bearing a shy smile. I had to admit, I was acting like a little girl who just learned about candy. Yummy. Still, I had a very good reason. I did something I never imagined I could do. Let it absorb, main character. Let it absorb into what you actually did succeed doing. Well done and actually, getting into the showers and all that. But think about what you actually did to Diana. You made her moan. You caressed her shadow. I let it sink in. And then I'll get back to you on it. It was well worth the excitement. What excitement are you referring to? What's wrong now? Shadow shook his head and let her sigh.
While it is impossible for us to touch anyone in the Shadow Plane, let alone assassinate them, it is very possible to distract them, or affect the light sources of the world.
But didn't we technically, in a sense, did touch Diana? I mean, she moaned. She clearly felt that physical contact there. Like how I did.
Indeed. A shadow is more than just a reaction to light. It is also a part of a person's being, able to be used to, let's just say, get a message across.
What message were we getting across? Diana, I can caress you. I'm confused. What is it? What is the message? We didn't exactly succeed in scaring her. All we did manage to do was caress her and make her moan. I'm confused, Shadow. So we can't kill anyone from the Shadow Plane? No. Oh, so why would you want to?
No, but you can very easily make them feel as if they aren't alone, putting them on alert and giving you a good chance to kill them while they're distracted.
I took a moment to take in what he meant. I could see how manipulating the shadows was a great benefit in battle. However, I apparently had a time limit for how long I could be in the shadows. But I will be one with the shadows nonetheless. I am a ninja. Wait, I wonder if this act when ninjas are, they're actually shadow demons. At least it wasn't entirely overpowered. The remainder of the day became focused on manipulating the light and shadow in the library. While being in the Shadow Plane was fun, it was only effective if the target of my movements were the sources of light or distinct shadows of their own. Got it. So in other words, it'd be completely useless if there was no light source and they didn't have a shadow. Gosh darn it. At the end of the day, I was exhausted. Who knew that using dark magic would be so difficult? So I guessed that I had potential. I'm not sure if I should be happy to have potential to use dark magic, or be very scared and worried. Or else, I wouldn't have succeeded in passing the test Shadow threw at me. I had to be proud of that much. Still worrying a little, because it's dark magic. Remember to use it only for good. Okay? Good. I slumped and fell onto the ground, exhausted. I definitely used up a lot of energy. It was a foreign feeling to me as a human. It's like my body became heavier with each breath I took. It wasn't entirely painful. A small heft caused me to look over Shadow, seeing him stare at me intently with crossed arms. Please don't stare. What?
For a human, you have a large amount of energy. I'm surprised you're not a witch.
We may not be a witch, but we are indeed the granddaughter of a powerful wizard. And it is not even Harry Potter. I felt a little bolstered by that statement, despite how strangely it was phrased. I guess Shadow really couldn't generally compliment anyone. I wondered why. And apparently he can't actually say your name at present, because he keeps referring to you as human, even though you have a name. We're aware that we're human. What does he call the other humans? If we had all the other Incubi's, wives in a room with our main character, what is he going to say? Human, human 1, human 2, human 3, human 4, human 5. Is that what he's going to call them? He's just going to call them all human, and then they'll be like, you, a human, come here. And they'll all be like, who, me? Me? I don't know. Interesting conversation. Or if he was addressing all the human population. Humans! I had much to learn, but was excited for the next day as my training ended and I was sent to my room. Off to your room you go, you may now be dismissed. I fell onto my bed exhausted. My body felt completely at the mercy of the fluffy mattress beneath me. Today was rough. I was going to say tough, it was rough. I'm the mattress one. I've only now noticed I'm missing my cushion. Hold on a moment, folks. I am missing my reading pillow. Right, I have returned. And now what I meant by reading pillow is I've got this special cushion you put on the chair and it gives you extra height. And apparently it's supposed to straighten out your back. And I completely forgot to have it on the chair. Again, never sit at a computer all day like I do. It is not healthy and I do not recommend you do it. Right, where was I? Right. Right. Luckily, before I came back to the room, I had been shown bathrooms where I could relieve myself and bathe properly. Oh, thank goodness the demon world has bathrooms. I wonder if they're nicer than our ones. At least hygiene wouldn't be an issue. I bathed in crystal clear water before returning to my room and flopping into bed like a bum. Eh? I heard the door open and close, followed by the soft pattern of laboured footsteps, walking around the bed and stopping on the other side. I knew it was Eric, but I turned my head to verify my guess. I was correct. However, I felt my face flash at the sight. Why? Oh! Oh, I see. Wow, they don't seem to keep their shirt on much in this one. Not that I'm complaining. Eric was shirtless and skin was beautifully covered in water droplets. Really? His hair was damp and his breath was laboured. He must have trained hard, if not harder than me at least, and bathed right afterwards. Hi.
Good evening, love.
I could tell that he wanted to flop onto bed and simply pass out, but something held him back. I tilted my head at him, making Eric smile.
I'm going over what happened today.
You did training, now you're topless in the bedroom? Yes. And?
Do you feel disgusted by me?
Goodness, no! Does that be you? She's flushed in the face right now, seeing your hotness. I kept my eyes on Eric, letting my mind wander a bit over him. I still loved him, and didn't feel the need to yell at him or push him away. I assumed the spirit was still resting from Sage Rose's attack. Goodness bless the portal spirit. Nope. Eric nodded before climbing into bed and leaning back against the bedpost. Oh gosh, yes, cuddle with him, go, now. Don't just wait around, go cuddle, cuddles for days. I fell close to him and placed my head on his shoulder. Eric smiled and wrapped an arm around me, holding me close.
It's been a long while since I've trained like that.
Mm-hmm. It's also been some time since I've seen you topless. Since Malik's right. Eric nodded with a smile at me. I remembered Malik's, that damnable monster. He had wanted to kill the boys and even kidnap me as bait. Luckily, it didn't last so long. During the time he was around, though, Eric had trained hard and done the best he could. I was kind of proud to see him going at it again, especially if it gives him a reason to be topless. I yawned and got ready for bed. There was no use in prolonging sleep. The darkness welcomed me into his embrace as Eric wrapped his arms around me protectively. Oh, I forgot about you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't cry. I get it, it's spirit. It could be good or bad, but I can't stand hearing people cry. And it's still a little child. Good or evil. It's not nice to hear people suffering. Huh? The cries of the spirit vibrated through my mind. I knew Eric would take a bit of time to enter my dreams, but I could only look around as the sound of the spirit whimpers echoed around me in the darkness. Hello?
Go away!
Well, it'd be kind of hard for me to go away, sweetie, if this is my body and you're in here with me. I can't exactly escape you because you're there. And if I'm sleeping, this is where I come when I'm sleeping. You get the problem here. Aw, finally the orb appeared. It wasn't bobbing up and down in the air like it usually had before. It was laying on the ground, like a ball. Aww. I walked over and crouched before, sitting down in front of it. The sound of its whimper made my heart hurt. The Sage Rose attack really hurt it that bad. Even more than that, it was apparently a child. It was screaming at the top of its lungs, telling you to stop. It was literally screaming its heart out. Hurting your hearing and you ask if it hurt. I could face palm right now with you. Saying sorry won't change what happened. I mean, I could say sorry, but I doubt it would accept me saying sorry to it.
Why did you do that?
Do what? We just want to try and get you out of my body. Actually, in all fairness, Cedro did not actually tell anybody what he was doing. He walked right up to our character and then started the started doing the spell to repel the spirit, causing the spirit to get hurt and causing the barrier to come up. Cedro did that on his own. He didn't let our character know what he was doing.
Why did you hurt me?
You are fully aware our character did not hurt you. Our character had a spell put on them, which then caused G pain, which was by Cedro. She did not do it on purpose because she was not told beforehand what Cedro was going to do. Cedro just did it without saying anything. Every word the spirit spoke felt like a knife through my heart. I didn't mean to hurt it, but we had to try. You have to try. You're aware the spirits can't get out. It's having difficulty. I was saying the intention of the attack was to expel the spirit, not to hurt it. But it still hurt you nonetheless.
You're just like him.
Cedro. Like him, you mean Eric? Main character, why in the earth did you just say Eric? Why Eric? Eric didn't hurt it. Can I assume that you're a female? You sound female to me. But again, Eric didn't physically hurt the spirit during that event. It was actually Cedro's attack that hurt the spirit. Why would you assume it's Eric? Again, you know this one calls me Icky Man, but still. I would assume you would have said Cedro. Not Eric. Don't blame Eric straight away.
No. The evil man.
Evil man. I stared at the spirit, gently lifted itself off the ground and began to slowly bob up and down in front of me.
The evil man that killed me.
I got a feeling it's the Demon Lord. Who's with me? Who thinks this is the Demon Lord? Laugh. Seriously, how can your wife stand you in your laugh sometimes? My body froze as I suddenly hit the demon lord's laughter all around me. The voice bounced through the air, sending waves upon waves of fear through my body in an endless cycle. However, the spirit didn't react. Don't be scared. It's just his laughter. He'd be crying before long when we hit him. Where the sun don't shine, we'll make sure he never has kids again, because he clearly doesn't appreciate the children he has. Not mention, he shouldn't have interrupted you on your wedding day. Was the spirit causing the voice? The spirit lowered itself back onto the ground and laid still. The purple aura around it still rippling around it. You know, another thing I need to point out as well, Eric has a purple aura with him. His, tendrils are purple. I don't know if maybe the spirit has something to do with him, or maybe the color purple is associated with Diana. Because they're the only people I think who have purple auras with them. And the spirit orbs themselves seem to represent or have a matching color to their parents. The color schemes. For example, you've got Sam and his mom is green. He's a green orb. You've got Matthew and his mother was blue. Patterns on her because she was a blue. Was she a blue orb? No, we never got to see her. But she's got that blue aura theme around her. They seem to be color coordinated. I don't know if that's the case, though. The spirit lowered itself back into the ground and lay still, the purple aura around it still rippling around it.
You're gonna hurt me again!
Oh, I want to cuddle it. I want my own little ghost ball and cuddle it and tell it we're not going to hurt it. I feel really bad. I think I'm going to cry. Again, I'm not sure if this orb is good or bad, but I feel really... Oh, gosh darn it! The feels... I want to say, no, I won't. But we don't know anything about it. So there is a chance that when we try to repel it again, we might accidentally hurt it, because it might be the only way to get it out is to actually force it. But I don't really want to hurt it. I feel bad. No, I won't. I didn't want it to be hurt. Expelling was one thing, causing pain was another. There had to be some way to force it out without hurting it anymore. And we already did. I felt a hand suddenly place itself on my shoulder, and the demon voice faded into silence. Oh, thank goodness. I quickly turned to see Eric looking down at me with a concerned expression. Now it makes sense as well why she has to go at him. Because again, he's like the Demon Lord's son, so perhaps because this one is a demon and is a spirit, it can sense the heritage.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
The icky man is back.
Aww. Eric ignored the spirit and gently turned my body to face him. I'm still not happy you call him Icky Body or put a repulsion spell on us, though.
Don't listen to whatever that spirit says. We'll expel it soon enough.
You don't care about her. You just care about babies.
The way the little one says it. I stared as instinctively Eric summoned his tendrils, ready to attack, but his expression melted in concern. Something was holding back, and it made me a bit worried. Was the spirit telling the truth? The spirit simply faded into the dark without continuing the conflict, leaving us alone. Eric?
Yes, my princess?
Yeah, let's ask, because I'm curious. Would you actually want our children? Because, again, I want at least one of these arts to have a baby at the end. You know, it's like a happy family unit thing. It'd be really cool to have them being a family. Lovely way to end the series. I had to know. He reacted so violently towards the spirit at the mention of children. Eric's face, however, contorted from concern. It melted into a look of confusion.
Where is this coming from?
I just want to know. Yeah, she may be considering the possibility of having children somewhere down the line. But then again, would it be okay for her to have children? I'm assuming because she's human and he's a demon, there will be some complications. Eric sighed and nodded, making a small lump in my stomach harden. He really wanted me to be pregnant? Before I could speak, though, Eric raised his hand with a kind and soft smile.
I would be happy to have you bear my children and for you to be a wonderful mother, but not unless you want to. You would be the one bearing the burden the longest.
My heart skipped multiple beats. I was shocked at his words. I continued.
In the demon world, it is a regular occurrence for incubi and succubi to breed as often as possible. It's only natural that I'd want children, princess. However, you are a human, and even more so, you are the one I love. I obey your every command.
Before my eyes, Eric slowly wrapped his arm around my form and kissed my forehead. The warmth of his embrace made my entire body melt before I wrapped my arms around him in return.
We're not even married yet. We can probably wait until after we say our vows before we think about children.
I'm 100% okay with that. On the condition I get to decorate the child's bedroom. They need to have loads of plushies and loads of nice things. Wait, we still need to know if it'll be a boy or a girl. Never mind him, plans out the window. If we have a girl, can we call it Orabelle? A small laugh erupted from me as I nuzzled Eric's chest. He was right. He didn't have to think about it now. I shouldn't have let the idea get to me. Also, Eric! You didn't have your top on earlier, and now you got your top back on. I guess when he comes into Dreamland, he has to have his top on. Oh. Right. Haha, don't do nervous laughs. I nodded and replied, just wanting to completely immerse myself in Eric's arms. The night passed by, morning rose. To my surprise, I woke up alone. I scanned the room for Eric, but found myself in my room by myself. Hey, Eric! So, he must have gone off to train, but that's a wonderful way to wake up in the morning without him there. Would have preferred to have woken up in his arms, but whatever. Oh, poo. Eric?
He left to go train with his brothers, sweetie.
Oh, hi, Dad. I turned my head to the sound of Diana's voice. The door was open with Diana standing in the archway holding a tray of pancakes. Pancakes, yummy. Well, I personally not that fussed on pancakes. I will eat them, but again, I'm not really fussed on them. But when you're in the demon lord, what? When you're in the demon world, and you have to eat whatever is there at the time, you're looking at anything that's brought to you that looks actually like human food. My stomach growled at the sight, but something in my heart felt giddy as well at seeing Diana with food.
Here, something warm today.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you! Diana passed me the plates I began to eat. I knew that I had to work hard myself today, so I needed all the energy I could get. Diana, however, watched me as I ate. As her gaze got the better of my nerves, I looked at her with a confused look. Why is everybody staring? Stop that, please. What?
Do you know the child that's in your body?
Yes, we've tried to imagine dreams several times. the little spirit has told me a little bit about themselves. They told me how they were killed. They were killed by the demon lord. They didn't actually give me much detail on that. They also told me that they didn't have a name yet, but they were going to get one. Which literally is now confused me because there's a lot of inconsistencies. So I'm going to have my wits around the spirit because again, there's some stuff that's not matching up with what the spirit is saying. Making me very interested. I shook my head, making Diana press her lips together in an irritated look. Oh no, I didn't mean to irritate you, Diana, I'm sorry. I felt a little bad that it couldn't be of more help, but the spirit didn't have a name. At least not one I knew of. Diana shook her head and leaned against the wall, crossing her arms and legs.
Well, we'll be able to expel it soon enough. I have Shadow in charge of figuring out how to sever the ties that spirit has on your body and forcing it free.
My mind instantly froze. My memory brought up images of the crying spirit and the tears of wealth as I entered my dreams. Would this new method hurt the spirit? Most likely what Diana might say here is that maybe the spirit is using our main character's emotions, manipulating them to make them seem like they're crying, possibly. Can we die if we have the spirit still in us for like a long period of time is my biggest question. Okay. I wouldn't say would it hurt the spirit? But right now we don't know if the new method has even been found yet, so don't say anything. There's nothing I could do about it. We had to force it somehow, and if we had absolutely but to hit in order to do so, we had to. I shook my head and continued to eat, finishing off the pancakes. Diana pushed herself off the wall and began to leave the room, but stopped to look back at me with a concerned face.
Does the spirit ever enter your dreams?
Yes, it does. I love how my character the character just literally shouts, "Yes, it does!" Like, really super excited. Or, like, really loud. Didn't stare at me for a moment, most likely trying to form my thoughts into words before speaking, and probably due to the surprise the fact that I shouted that right in her face. When she did, I couldn't stop myself from going wide-eyed.
You know, there is a way we can stop the spirit from communicating with you until we can expel it.
I stood in shock. Why wasn't this brought up before? Diana grimaced at my expression inside.
The spirit is a child, and is most likely repulsed by romance and sex, am I correct?
Yes, but what does that have to do with stopping it?
The spirit is feeding on and using your energy. The only way to stop it is to drain yourself of energy.
Oh, so the spirit can only appear when our character's got energy. And another reason why it's repelling Eric is so that way then it can have the energy itself to take form to talk to our character. And if we stop the character having that much energy, it won't be able to have the barrier. I mean, it would be able to be expelled from the body, and it would also not be able to talk to us anymore. Okay, I got it so far. Again, I wish we knew whether or not the spirit was good or bad. But I guess we'll have to find out and look for, like, any hints. She wasn't serious, was she? She expected me to give Eric all my energy all the time. What about my training? Diana turned fully to me and crossed her arms.
Essentially, after training, give your remaining energy to your fiancé. Kiss, hug, fuck, it doesn't matter. As long as your energy is completely drained. You'll sleep, and because you'll have no energy, the spirit won't be able to appear in your dreams. You'll have an empty sleep.
It made sense, but at the same time, I felt a little bit out of place. Eric needed my energy to survive, yes, but to give him all my energy, part of me felt a little excited to do it, while the other side of me felt like it was completely wrong to give energy for that reason. Diana shrugged away my thoughts to make me give my full attention once again.
It's up to you. We should have the means to expel the spirit in a day or two.
Thank you. I was curious, however, why Diana was interested in helping me. She'd already done so much for me and the others by helping me get back to the human world. Before Diana could turn to leave, I stood from the bed. Diana, why are you helping us with this anyway? Diana's gaze burned into mine as her expression softened. Something in her eyes showed a form of weakness, almost reflecting the eyes of an innocent child. What the...
You may not believe it, but I do actually enjoy aiding people. When I can, at least.
I could only stare at Diana in surprise. I could tell she was being genuine just from the sound of her voice, and the look in her eyes made me feel somehow like crying. For some reason, I found myself dropping my empty plate on the floor and rushing Diana, hugging her tightly. Diana tensed with her arms and said wide to me. I couldn't stop myself from hugging her body. Wait, is the spirit doing this?
What the?
I wasn't in control of myself. What was going on? Help me. Huh? Why is the spirit asking Diana for help? What? Wait, child. Surely it couldn't have been. No, it can't be Orabelle. Orabelle wasn't killed by the demon. Orabelle was killed by the imps, but it's still a possibility. Why would it willingly hug Diana?
Dear, what are you?
I didn't speak again. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Was the spirit in control again? Diana finally relaxed in my arms and wrapped her arms around my form, patting over my head gently.
How pitiful.
With each stroke, I felt anxiety wane and clear from my body. From where they came, I would only never know, but I couldn't do anything but allow it to pass. Diana seemed to be some form of comfort for the spirit.
However you got into this body, we will free you, child.
I felt myself nod. However, I couldn't stop myself from feeling a strong energy pull from my body. Was Diana draining my energy? Let her take it. She was taking my energy so the spirit wouldn't control me. I had to let her do it. As my body became weaker and weaker, the control of my body became more and more obtainable. I found my body felt light, but I found function in my nerves and limbs to function on my own. I can't even say the word.
Are you yourself again?
Yes. Diana nodded before releasing me and looking down at me. To my surprise, her eyes were glowing a bright gold, poured from the energy she'd taken from me. However, it had to be done for me to regain my body. Diana's eyes returned to their normal red color as she smiled.
For now, rest a bit. You'll be able to regain some energy and be able to train as if nothing had happened. As long as you're not brimming with it, the spirit shouldn't be able to take control of you again.
I nodded in reply. I found myself step back and slip back onto the bed behind me. I held my head, feeling slightly dizzy from the experience. The door opened and closed, so I assumed Diana had left me alone. My heart felt at peace for some reason, even feeling as weak as I did. Was the spirit appeased with Diana's interventions? I couldn't say why it would have been.
She's very special. That's why.
No, I really am thinking you're possibly Orabelle. It couldn't be Orabelle. Could it? Couldn't be somebody Diana knew, right? I don't know. Why is Diana special? Wait, are you like Diana's child? That'd be so weird if it turns out it's actually the spirit of like Diana's future child or something. Surely it couldn't be that, right? No, it couldn't be. Could it? I don't know. Anything goes at this point. Feel free to guess who you think the little spirit is. The echo of the spirit's voice reverberated through my mind, but as I waited for it to explain, no further response came, and I let it aside. The spirit was gone for now, and I had full control. For now, rest until training. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. What on the earth just happened?